I gotta get my glasses out for this. Let's see. Okay, next, let's talk about the importance of advocacy in our communities and on Capitol Hill. Tonight, we recognize the efforts of our outstanding activists demonstrating what it means to be a force of change for people affected by MS, engaging others to keep our shared promise.
This year's Volunteer Hall of Fame inductees for advocacy have made a difference by giving significant time and talent and demonstrated leadership, creativity, and innovation as volunteer activists on behalf of all people with MS. Please help me congratulate this year's Volunteer Hall of Fame inductees for advocacy. Dr. Linda Buchwald, Robin D'Andrea,
Yvonne Brown, Nan Luke, Patty Barker,
Bonnie Danowski, Mike Daisley.
Yeah. Hi, Yvonne. You look lovely. I know you do. Nice. All right, y'all, give us some Texas flair. Little Texas flair for the picture.
Thank you all for being our agents of change and paving the way so that all of us can move effectively toward a world free of multiple sclerosis.
This year, we honor a very special couple with the 2012 Philanthropist of the Year Award. Dolly and Merwin Dan have been at the forefront of driving MS research for the past 14 years, inspiring, engaging, and challenging fellow volunteers and families living with MS to increase funding for speeding the development of new and better MS treatments. Like others, their lives were forever changed when their youngest daughter, Susan, was diagnosed with MS in 1998. The Dans quickly became active society volunteer leaders with the Greater Illinois chapter and have continued as passionate volunteers for the South Florida chapter, where Merwin serves as a trustee and chairs its Golden Circle Committee. The Dans have led a fundraising Walk MS team since 2000 and are members of the Society's prestigious Circle of Distinction, including a recent $1 million pledge to Fast Forward. Merwin has, absolutely. Merwin is also honored as a member of the Society's Volunteer Hall of Fame. The Dans lead by example in encouraging others to give to MS research. Please join me in congratulating our 2012 Philanthropist of the Year Award winners, Dolly and Merwin Dan. Give it up for them.
Thank you very much, David, for that kind introduction. And thank you also for your inspiring story. It's an amazing one. Thank you. Dolly and I are so honored and so grateful to be the Society's recipient of this year's award. We're also humbled by the fact that we've been included in a select group of prior recipients of this award. So we are really honored. And to share in this occasion, we are blessed and we're thrilled to have our daughter Susan and her husband Ron, as well as our son Bruce and his wife Wendy. We are just delighted that they're with us tonight. As is the case with so many other people who manage MS, it is not defined Susan. And with the unwavering support of Ron, their 3 beautiful children, 3 of our 6 grandchildren, they continue to live their lives to the fullest. And Dolly and I are justifiably proud of the way they have handled MS. When Susan was diagnosed a number of years ago, it dramatically changed the focus of our priorities, just like it does for all families affected by the disease. The question raised at that time between Dolly and me was, what can we do to make a difference? And the answer came back, get involved and use our resources to the maximum extent possible. However, we do recognize that we're no different than all of you present this evening, plus thousands of other families elsewhere. You too are doing your best to fight this disease through your involvement and through your financial commitment. So we applaud you and thank you as well. So once again, thank you for the honor bestowed upon us this evening. We know that the fight against MS is a team effort, and we're just part of that team. And ultimately, we know our team will achieve victory. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congratulations again, Dan family. When it comes to raising voices, we all know how effective and fun teams can be, and there's no doubt we have some exceptional teams in the room right here. We honored many of you this morning at our Fundraising Champions Breakfast and Team Captain Celebration. Tonight, we honor our national teams for reaching across the country, bringing together colleagues, friends, and family dedicated to creating a world free of MS. A national team consists of local teams in 4 or more markets. So, if you're not a national team already, we'd be happy to get you there. This year, we are recognizing 3 national teams for growth in fundraising.
We're honored to recognize the Sam's Club Walmart team for increasing their fundraising efforts. Absolutely. They have increased their fundraising efforts by nearly 85% across 23 events. You may also know the work Sam's Club does each year to raise funds for the society. In 2012 alone, Sam's Club raised $1.5 million through their national in-store fundraising campaign, supported vendor promotions raising over $500,000, and provided additional funding and support to chapters across the country through their Volunteerism Always Pays program. Coming up on stage to receive this award is Noel LeBlanc with Sam's Club. Hey! Sneaky, sneaky. Say something, man. It's creeped up on me.
Yeah, I didn't really plan on anything. Just really glad to partner with the MS Society. I made some great friends with the local chapter here in Dallas, and I'm on the bike team, and we're encouraging our group to get more riders. So hopefully one day we can be as big a part of this as BP. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Fantastic. Well done, Noel. We are also pleased to recognize Biogen for growth in fundraising of 52%. Biogen increased their team by over 300 members in Walk MS events across the nation, proving that there's strength in numbers. Joining us on stage to receive this award, if he's not already on here, or she's not already on here, Monique De La Silva with Biogen. Monique, nicely done. Nicely done. Our final National Team Award goes to J.P. Morgan Chase for growth in fundraising of 42%. J.P. Morgan Chase nearly doubled their team in 2012. Joining us on stage to accept this award is Ingrid Martin. Give it up. Congratulations to all of our teams. Give yourselves a round of applause.
We are all a part of our local communities, connected in many ways. Our next group of Volunteer Hall of Fame honorees focuses on delivering the shared promise right in their own communities. Each individual has donated time and talent to make an impact locally. And each of these honorees has demonstrated leadership, creativity, and innovation in improving or expanding delivery of critical programs and services. Please help me welcome this year's Volunteer Hall of Fame Programs and Services inductees, Judy Heath and Joe Renshaw. Sarah Keat.
Anne Marie Johnson. Ginger Levan. And last but not least, Dan Rude.
Jeffrey Geingold. Jeffrey Hamilton.
Nicely done, guys.
Thanks to each of you for your tireless commitment to ensuring that people affected by MS have access to programs and services.
Awesome. Did everybody have a good dinner, by the way? How was dinner? Was it okay? Texas style? Okay, good. I actually had a chance to meet the chefs backstage. They wanted me to pass on some advice to you guys about Texas barbecue. They said, David, trust me, never, ever, ever cook beans and onions together. I'm like, well, why? Well, it gives you tear gas. And now you know my inappropriate joke. Just kidding. I have way more. No, just kidding. Tonight we have a very special recognition to bestow, the Lifetime Achievement Award. And this year, we have 3 people receiving it. This award honors individuals who have volunteered more than 35 years of service. Pretty impressive, right?
Absolutely. At the age of 12, Mary Reed Spencer learned that her mother had MS. This was the catalyst for her to becoming on a lifelong journey of service. Mary's unflagging energy and commitment has inspired many others to join the movement as well. In 1970, Mary first connected with the society. She joined the board of the Eastern Kansas chapter and organized the first readathon in 1978, an effort for which she received the Bronze Hope Chest Award. Her passion for activism steered her toward leadership roles in Kansas and attended at several public policy conferences. She remains highly involved in all of our events, Bike MS, Walk MS, and numerous others. Mary considers the society to be her family, a family she knows is searching for a cure, something she wants for the communities she calls home. Please join me in congratulating Mary Reed Spencer, our first Lifetime Achievement Award winner of the evening.
Awesome. although our next honoree is not with us tonight, must be on the East Coast. Those guys got hammered. Oh my gosh. God bless him. We want to celebrate Dr. Gary Birnbaum, a neurologist at the Minneapolis Clinic of Neurology and director of the MS Treatment and Research Center. He's an active clinician and researcher who is dedicated to addressing the challenges of people with MS. Dr. Birnbaum has served on the chapter's Board of Trustees since 1978 and serves on the Clinical Advisory Committee, including many terms as its chair. He's a tireless research advocate and serves on the Society's Medical Advisory Board and Clinical Care Committee. Dr. Birnbaum's commitment extends far beyond his clinical and research work. He spent years educating the future generation of MS clinicians and researchers as both a full-time and adjunct faculty member at the University of Minnesota. Dr. Birnbaum is a driving force in the MS movement, and throughout his 35 years of service, he's enhanced the lives of people with MS everywhere.
And next, we honor the accomplishments of Dr. John Fleming, a chapter clinical advisory committee member who has also served on the chapter board of trustees, as well as the Society's National Clinic Committee and Medical Advisory Board. He was inducted into the Society's Volunteer Hall of Fame for Health Professionals in 2002 and for research in 2010. Dr. Fleming is deeply engaged in local programs and events, speaking often about progress and opportunities and his commitment to ending MS. Since the 1970s, Dr. Fleming's work has leveraged his work as an MS Research Fellow and received multiple research awards. Dr. Fleming stays connected with the MS community as a clinician at the MS Clinic of the University of Wisconsin Hospital and Clinics.
Let's give a big round of applause to all 3 Lifetime Achievement Award recipients.
Our final group of inductees into the Volunteer Hall of Fame is tightly woven into the very fabric of the MS community. The Volunteer Hall of Fame for Health Professionals recognizes the outstanding efforts and services for addressing quality of and access to care, quality of life, and long-term care options for people affected by MS. Please help me congratulate this year's Volunteer Hall of Fame Health Professional inductees, Angela Rosenberg.
Chris Levine. Amy Perrin-Ross, who could not join us tonight. And last but not least, David Rintel.
Jeanette Goldstein.
A few more. All right.
Dr. Amy Gutierrez. Dr. Bruce Hughes.
There you go. All they need is a soccer ball now.
Thank you for
Got
your
it.
dedicated volunteer leadership and the central role you play at the heart of MS care in our local communities.